Good morning. I'm the Reverend Julianne Lepp. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. Such a pleasure to be spending our morning meditation time with you. I am interested in all of the happenings in the world that involve water. Today is our annual ingathering service where we will be gathering the stories of our water from our staycations or travels throughout the year, and that'll happen at 10 a.m. But I also think of water in its fluidity and its ability to change shape and its ability to soothe pain and to help with stress. I know I am completely entranced by water when I can just fall into a lake and let my stress just go away, or a nice hot bath. Water has the ability to hold us and cradle us. I want to start our time of meditation off this morning with a chalice lighting, and I will light this chalice. If you have a candle at home, you're welcome to join me and light a candle at home. Let's see if I can get my matches to work here. Light this chalice this morning with the words of Bruce Southworth. For the gift of this day, for the gift of community, spiritual nurture and compassion, we give thanks. For the gift of this chalice, a symbol of our faith, may our many sparks meet and merge in communion between heart and soul. Amen and blessed be. Seems like this season is quickly becoming fall, and I am this morning and I saw a crow in my garden hanging out with my sunflowers, and my cat was watching from the window, and it was nice and overcast. Good Sunday to be meditative and quiet. So this morning, I'm going to invite you into a time of mindfulness, and we were talking about water. And think about the role that water plays in your life. You know, we live in a country where many of us have access to clean water. And though this summer, I know many of us did not necessarily have access to swimming in water that we might have, like at Fairfax Pool here in Eau Claire. We sought out distanced rivers and lakes that hopefully didn't have algae blooms. We had to watch the websites to make sure it was safe to swim. When I think of water, I think of when I was a little girl attending Camp Gravette, which was a camp in Aiken, South Carolina. And I would go to the dock for the morning swimmers. And good morning to Linda. I see she has joined us this morning. And good morning to you all. And for those morning swimmers, we would call it the polar bear. Now this is South Carolina, so it wasn't quite as polar bear as you might find up here in Wisconsin. But for us, it was a big deal. We would supposedly at the end of the week get steak. And we jumped in and we would swim to the dock. And it was a point of pride to get up. And the mist would be rising up off the pond, or the lake as we called it. And when you're 5, 6, and 7, it looks more like a lake. And I just remember how proud I was to be swimming that early in the morning, and the first to breakfast and the first to wake. And at the end of the week, they would give us steak. It was a wooden steak that said polar bear. And then everybody would celebrate with these peanut butter and chocolate bars. But, you know, there are stories of water that are in our bodies. You know, we're mostly made of water, and we think of the way that our childhoods and the way we react to the things that happen around us. You know, when it rains, what does that bring up for you? I know for me, a soft, gentle rain is just like a wash of relaxation. And a thunderstorm makes me a little more nervous, but I love to watch it coming in and to see the change in the landscape. So I'm going to invite you into a time of meditation this morning. In our lives, we need to take moments to pause, moments to rest our bodies, our brains. We're constantly surrounded by news and information and emotions, especially during this time of pandemic. We need as much calm as we can muster in our bodies. This is a singing bowl, and you don't have to have something like this at home to meditate, but for me, it'll signal the time of quiet. This is a meditation from Nathan Walker. Breathing in, I am aware of my pain. Breathing out, try and breathe out with me and see how your body feels as you let that breath out of your body. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my pain. Breathing in, I am aware of my past. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my past. Breathing in, I am aware of my anger. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my anger. Breathing in, I am aware of my despair. Breathing out, I am aware that I am not my despair. Breathing in, I am aware of my peace. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of peace. Breathing in, I am aware of love. Breathing out, I am aware that I am worthy of love. Breathing in, I am aware of joy. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of joy. Breathing in, I am aware of hope. Breathing out, I am aware that I am an agent of hope. Breathing in, I am aware of myself, my body, and my world. And breathing out, I am aware that I am not separate from any of these things and that we are in this together. Amen and blessed be. Going to ring our bell this morning and invite you into a time of quiet. You can just close your eyes gently. Many of the people who meditate much more than I do just talking about a gentle gaze, and so that you can relax your mouth and your body, just settle into the quiet. I find that when I enter into quiet, at first I have to settle in and then I don't really want to leave. And I think the older I get, the more I want to stay there. It's something that holds you kind of like water, and lets your mind rest, your body settle into the space that it inhabits. Someone posted recently on Facebook, and I asked how people were feeling, and there was definitely a lot of pain present, and not surprising. But there was also someone who posted, I am trying to become aware of where hope resides in my body. And I thought that was very interesting. Where does hope reside in your body? And I think mine, when I feel stress, I definitely feel it in my chest area. I kind of restrict my breath and restrict my body, and it becomes tight. And when I breathe out and breathe in more regularly, I can really feel that chest rise and fall. And I think if I was to place a point where hope rises in my body, it's definitely when I let myself breathe and let myself rest. Um, so I invite you this morning to think about that, and also the theme of water. What is it about water that calls to us? I know, when we vacation, maybe by the Dells or in the North Shore of Lake Superior, or those of us who love the Appalachian Mountains, it's the babbling brook, the stream, the river. It's those things that call to us into a quiet and meditative place. Maybe it's the idea that water washes away things. It's the symbol of baptism, as the symbol of washing away pain when someone's sick. You bathe their wounds. What is it about water that calls to us? So one of the songs that we sing in Unitarian Universalism was written by Sarah Dan Jones, and she is a UU musician that I actually met in Dahlonega, Georgia, which is a place in the Georgia mountains. And she was at that congregation, the Unitarian congregation in Dahlonega, Georgia, when I first heard this song. And the song goes, when I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. And when I'm having a hard day, I will often find myself humming that or singing that, and it changes something in me. And I think that's something that we forget. We sometimes say, well, I'm having a bad day. And true, things around us can be hard. But we can also decide where we allow those things to come into our body. In some ways, some things are overwhelming, but our breath and how we take care of ourselves, our self-care, can really help us through hard times. And so I'd love to, if you don't know this song, I'd love to teach it to you. And it goes, when I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. And then it goes, when I breathe out love. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. And then you have breathe in, breathe out, which is the, the mantra. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And I'll sing it one more time. And just think about that. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. You're letting something come into your body and changing it and giving it out to the world and sharing that energy with the world. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. And then we'll just do the mantra. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So this week, as you try and care for yourself, or if you're caring for others, we have teachers among us, parents among us, spouses and friends, family members that we look after. Try and put on your oxygen mask first so that you can care for yourself. And that means breathing in and out, not just literally the oxygen mask that comes in the airplane. It's that thing that we give ourselves so that we can get through the day. We gentle our shoulders, we relax our face, and we let love surround us. So I'm going to close our time this morning with a brief meditation. And invite you into a time of quiet. May the light around us guide our footsteps and hold us fast to the best and most righteous that we seek. May the darkness around us nurture our dreams and give us rest, so that we may give ourselves to the work of the world. Let us seek to renew and remember the wholeness of our lives, the weaving of light and shadow in this great and astonishing dance in which we move. These are the words by Kathleen McTeague. And now I'm going to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of hope. I hope you'll join us today at 10 a.m. for our water communion, our gathering of the waters. Go in peace and remember that you deserve love and you are surrounded by it. Amen and blessed be.